Hello student, good morning to all. I am Rahul Sharma from NPM Public School, Gorakhpur. Today I am going to take lecture of 10th class. As you know, this is your physics class and your electricity chapter is going on. So now today I am going to explain the term resistivity. What is the resistivity? In previous video I have discussed about Ohm's law, and Ohm's law is depend upon the resistance of wire. You know what is resistance? Resistance is like an opposing force which opposes the flow of electron, and the flow of current is depend upon resistance of wire. If the resistance is low, then current will flow easily, but if resistance is high, then current will not flow easily. Okay, so it means the flow of current wiring that we use in our house is also depend upon wire, resistance of wire. So that's why you see the wire used in house is copper, aluminium, like this, because the copper and aluminium consist low resistance. So that's why copper and aluminium wire are preferred to use in domestic appliance and in wiring of house. Okay, so today I am going to explain the term resistivity. To explain about the term resistivity, first of all we have to discuss about the factor on which the resistance of a wire depends. We have to discuss about the factor on which the resistance of a wire depends. So your supporting factors on which resistance of a wire depends. So the resistance of wire are depend upon the following factor. Resistance of a wire depend upon the following factors. Number 1, resistance directly proportional to the length of wire. The resistance is directly proportional to the length of wire. Okay, it means you can say R proportional to L. First I am going to write down, after that I will explain the second. The resistance of wire inversely proportional to the cross section area. Inversely proportional to the cross section area. It means R proportional to 1 upon A. R directly proportional to length and R inversely proportional to the cross section area. Third point. The third point, resistance depend upon the nature of material of wire. It means the resistance is also depend upon the nature of material. As you know, for copper wire the resistance is low, but for nichrome and iron the resistance is high. So due to the property of high and low resistance, the uses of copper and nichrome wire are different. Copper wire used in domestic wiring and nichrome wire is used to make the spring of a heater. Okay? And the fourth, the resistance depend upon the temperature. Depend upon the temperature of conductor or wire. The temperature of conductor. When temperature will increase for a conductor, the resistance will also increase. Why? Because when resistance increase, then free electron start to collide each other. If these are electron and this electron flowing through a wire, then this wire start to collide, and when electron start to collide, then they lose energy. Okay, the resistance depend upon the temperature of wire or conductor. For a conductor, electron start to collide. It means they lose energy during collision. So that's why the resistance of a conductor increases with increasing temperature. But in case of insulator, the resistance of wire decrease with increase in temperature. So you have to know about these factors. So now I am going to explain the first factor, length. So what it is clear, if you are going to run and you have to travel a short distance, and after some time, or as well as you have to travel a long distance. So it is clear you get tired if you have to travel a long distance. Clear? If you have to travel short distance and if you have to travel long distance, so in which case you get tired, more tired. It is obvious you get tired in long distance. So a free electron, right, this is the length of wire, and the free electron moving one end to another end. So this is the path. This is the path, and in this path, electron have to travel. So this electron collide with other electron available in path, and as you know, there is loss of energy, because the resistance force is also depend as a friction force. The resistance of wire is behave as a friction force, so that's why it loses energy. Resistance force will behave as a friction force, so there is a loss of energy when electron have to travel a distance. If this distance increases, so it is obvious resistance will increase. So I hope you understood. The resistance of wire increases with length. Now the second factor, the resistance of wire inversely proportional to the cross section area. So beta, as you know, when you have to run in a track and there is a number of students, 100, 200 students are running with you. If there is narrow track is available, if there is a narrow track is available for running, so then the collision, the participant start to collide and they fall. But if wide track is available to run, so in this case the participant get a suitable path, a suitable space to run, It means the possibility to fall. ना पार्टिसिपेंट को गिरने की जो पॉसिबिलिटी है एक दूसरे से टकरा कर वो क्या हो जाएंगे, कम हो जाएंगे। अगर स्पेस मिले तो अगर 100 स्टूडेंट रनिंग कर रहे हैं ट्रैक पर, तो जो उनकी आपस में टकरा कर गिरने की जो पॉसिबिलिटी है वो क्या हो गई, कम। कहाँ पर, वाइड पाथ। सो दैट्स वाई द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ वायर is inversely proportional to area. It means if this is wire and this is the cross section area, this is known as cross section area. This is cross section area, this is cross section area, and this is total surface area. Combination of cross surface area and cross section area is known as total surface area. So we have to discuss about only the cross section area. This cross section area. Clear? So the resistance of wire is inversely proportional to area. It means if the white part is available, this is A1 and this is A2, and you can see A2 is more than A1. A2 is more than A1. This second wire is wider than first wire. So that's why the resistance of wire will decreases with increase in cross section area. When 100 electrons move through this wire, so they start to collide. It means energy will the energy of electron lose. The electron start to lose energy due to collision because there is narrow paths available. But in second case, there is wide paths available. Then electron can move freely without collision. So it means you can say in second case resistance is low. So that this is R1, this is R2. A2 greater than A1. So your R2 less than R1. So I hope you understand the second point. Third point, the resistance of wire is also depend upon the nature of material. Nature of material. It means the resistance of wire change according to the nature. As copper wire, the resistance is low, but for nichrome wire, this is high. It means the resistance is also depend upon nature. Now the fourth point, the resistance of a wire is also depend upon temperature. When temperature will increases, then electron start to move with high energy because temperature transfer energy to electron. Now when we take food, हम खाना खा लेते हैं तो हमारे अंदर क्या आती है एनर्जी. तो ऐसे ही बेटा फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के लिए टेम्परेचर किसका सोर्स है? एनर्जी का. तो व्हेन टेम्परेचर इंक्रीजेस देन रेजिस्टेंस विल आल्सो the energy will increases. When temperature increases, energy increases. But in case of conductor, the most of electrons lose their bond. It means the number of electron is increases, and when number of electron increases, then and path and length is fixed for a wire, so then electron start to collide. It means when electrons start to collide, they lose energy in collision. So that's why for a conductor, the resistance increases with increase in temperature. But in case of insulator, there is bonding between electron is powerful compared to conductor. So the energy of electron increases, so that's why the resistance will decreases in case of insulator. So you have to know about these 2 points. This is very important. So I hope you understood about this 4th factor. Now I am going to explain the term resistivity by using the first 2 points. Okay, these first 2 points very important to find the term reciprocity. So I will explain this in my next video. Thank you very much.